Indeed, Desiree, good morning to you and good morning to the viewers as well at home. Let me step out of the shot, Desiree, and give our viewers a sense of what is happening outside the Pietermaritzburg High Court as we speak to them. Obviously, you know, this picket has been organized by members of the South African National Editors Forum who are in support of the journalist that is currently before this the court proceedings. That's journalist Karyn Maughan, who has been, you know, charged by the former president with regards to that medical certificate that she allegedly, you know, basically published without the authority of the National Prosecuting Authority. Let us not waste time, Desiree, because I do have with me Judy Sanderson, who speaks on behalf of SANEF here in KwaZulu-Natal. Judy, thank you very much for your time. Talk to us about your presence here as SANEF.
As the National Editors Forum, we are, and with the support of several pro-democracy organizations and gender justice organizations, we're here in support of journalists in general, media freedom, and Karyn Maughan in particular. Women journalists especially have been subjected to a lot of intimidation, cyberbullying, and threats to stop them reporting on truth to power. We believe this is such a case. Karyn has done nothing wrong. So we're here to support the principle of media freedom, which should apply to all journalists as well as Karyn. And that is our principal stand, that if journalists aren't free to do their work, the whole of society suffers and citizens do not get the information they need to make informed choices.
And also, Judy, I mean, you've been in the industry for a number of years and you're a veteran yourself. But in terms of what is happening inside the court proceedings as we speak, what does this do to the issue of media freedom and also journalists being free to do their work? And I also heard you earlier on saying that if people have got grievances, they are free to basically report them to various structures that are within the sector itself.
Yes, we have a very efficient system of complaints. The Press Council, for example, covers online and newspapers. I am an adjudicator with our judge. Our appeal judge for the Press Council is Judge Bernard Ngwepe, who is an incredibly bright and talented judge with huge years of experience. And we adjudicate cases. Some we find in favor of the complainant. Some we say that the newspapers or online publication must publish an apology. So there's also the Broadcasting Complaints Commission that runs the complaints wing of that for broadcasting. There are many places to go before you try to harass and intimidate a journalist through a court prosecution, which is damaging. It basically stops journalists from doing their work. Then they have to cover this court process, which we feel is really groundless anyway. There's no merit. Our lawyers in court have actually made a very good case, are making a very good case why this prosecution shouldn't have happened at all. So we believe that it's groundless and that this is not the route. If you have any complaints anywhere, they should go to the bodies which have public and private members on them. In other words, they represent society. The Press Council and the BCCS are elected from the public as well as from the industry. And they're very ethical and do a good job.
One of the points that came out during the proceedings on Monday was, of course, the fact that journalists are not above the constitution. They are not above the law of this country, and therefore they should be held responsible if they do something wrong. What is your reaction to that?
Yes, no right is absolute. Media freedom is protected in our Bill of Rights and our Constitution, yes. But not at the expense of other rights, and also it is a right that should not be sacrificed on the altar of self-interest or personal gain. And that is what's so important. Media freedom and the right to report truthfully on stories about anyone, people in positions of power, whether it's business or political, they must be free to report. And if there are concerns, first of all, there's the editor to go to, then there's the Press Council or the BCCSA. There are many routes without trying to intimidate women journalists and try to stop them doing their work.
Thank you so much for your time, Judy.
Thank you.
All right, that's Judy Sanderson, who is the regional convener of SANEF here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Let me step out of the shot once more and show our viewers what is happening outside the Pietermaritzburg High Court. We are expecting proceedings, Desiree, to start at 9:30 this morning. Most of our colleagues are already inside the courtroom, and therefore we will request that we link back to you for now so that we'll be able to also follow through on the proceedings. It's back to you in studio.